He's a Moroccan.
Oh. Have you been to Morocco, sir?
No, I have not been, but I have a representation of Morocco here.
Oh.
Senator, how does it feel to be running again for the Senate?
To be,
For Senator?
To be running again
To
for
be running
a seat.
again?
Yes.
well, this time it's a little easier for me because I do not have to attend rallies anymore or wait for a time to talk in a meeting of a group. I went throughout the country alone and moved by myself. Sometimes I get paired with Nancy Binay, and I've never used this media before, social media, radio, TV, and many other things that you can use now technologically. When I started in politics, we never had any cell phone. We had landlines, and very inefficient. Now, while I'm traveling, I can answer interviews in the car, anywhere else in the country where there is a cell site.
Ano po yung advantage ninyo? Ano po yung lamang ninyo sa ibang
The only thing that I find a little bit different is my physical mobility because of age. No, I'm not as energetic as before, but I can still campaign the whole day on top of a pickup to go around cities and towns and provinces, you are going through long rides in the heat of the sun.
But what's the secret to your vitality? Because I know that you're because I'm also acquainted with Carlos Sigyon, and I know that Armida's your sister, and she went on before you. I mean, what's your secret to your vitality that you still can walk fine?
No, it's simply that I feel that I can do it, so
Wow.
I just keep going.
But
I think it's all a matter of if you believe in what I believe, what my Creator has given me.
Do you still have wishes po? Do you still have wishes? Wishes? Do you still
like
have...
goals, like travel goals, or
Tawagin mo nga si
Lisette, Ma'am Lisette. Ma'am Lisette. Lisette, ay ma'am.
that's my problem. My hearing cylinder.
He's asking po, what are your, do
Do you
you still
still
have
have
wishes?
yes, like
yourself?
dreams you want to
Not
make come true.
For myself, not much anymore. I eat 3 times a day,
Yes.
not as much as before. The only thing I wish is for a country that is peaceful, stable, and fairly materially rewarded by the maker of this country, not for myself anymore, but for my children, my grandchildren, and my great-grandchildren, and all the people of their generation.
What can we expect once you win the Senate race? What can we expect from you once you win as a senator?
Expectation when you win. Expectation when you win. What do we expect when you win?
Well, my expectation is that I will be able to perform my job as much, if not more, than I did when I was younger as a member of the Senate, and that I can contribute to the solution of some of the nagging problems of the country, especially poverty, creation of jobs for the jobless Filipinos, and to solve the problem of law and order in the land, and for probably to help direct the position of the country in relation to our problems with other countries.
So, recently I read about your statement regarding possible civil war, right? So, what made you
Statement
regarding
about
the civil war?
possible
Yeah.
civil war. She read the one article. A
Civil
statement
war
of
in the
yours.
country,
Yes,
Well,
you said.
we must avoid that. That's a very, very sad event in any country to happen. We are not immune from it. It depends upon the leaders of this country, how the leaders of this country will manage any problem of disorder in the land. But the eminence of such an event is remote at this time. That is why I am participating in the discussion of this major proposal to amend the Constitution to shift the system of government from presidential to parliamentary, because any revision of the organic law of the country is a potential source of civil discord in the land, which you call civil war if you mismanage it.
How do you appeal po for sa mga millennials?
How do you what?
Appeal to the millennials.
To the youngest.
To the younger
Yes.
Appeal connect or appeal po to the young voters, millennials.
I act my age and the way I do things, and I think some of them like it, and especially the more intellectually bent members of the so-called millennials. Because in my travels, whether in my home province of Cagayan, in the north, in Ilocanda, or in Bicol, in Central Luzon, in Southern Tagalog, and in Metro Manila, or in Samar, Leyte, Cebu, Panay, and Mindanao, I relate to the young people very well. Especially young kids, just like my great-grandson. Yesterday, they were dancing, they were waving at me, they were jumping to shake my hand while I was traveling in the roadways.
Have you tried, like, you said you relate to the young generation very well, right? And the young generation, many of them like K-pop. Do you also,
K-pop.
have you tried listening to
Have
K-pop?
you tried listening to K-pop? It's Korean. What's K-pop?
Korean pop.
Korean pop. Yung
music.
Korean music, boss. Pang
No, I
millennials.
have not tried that. That I have not tried.
But do you read news online, on your devices, on your
Do you read
gadgets?
news online, on your tablet, on your...
How techy are you?
How techy are you, sir? Do you still read the news on
On
your
the news.
phone, on your iPad, sir?
Or your
No,
newspaper?
I read the news. I watch the news on TV. I go over the papers fast. I just scan the pages, the headlines. I know more or less what is being talked about. Once you get used to these things, it's easy.
I wonder what you do during your leisure time. Do you still do you watch teleseries
What do you
or?
do on your free time?
I read. I don't read light materials. I read the heaviest possible materials that I can find.
Who are your favorite authors? Favorite authors of books?
None. I read mostly technical books. I read about international politics, domestic politics. I read the history and geography of other major countries, their cultural habits, their way of life, their topography, their geography, their mountains, jungles, and rivers, and deserts, and whatnot.
Who are the top 3 best world leaders for you?
In history,
Ever, because I know you've...
I like Genghis Khan, not his rapacity, but his acumen. I like Napoleon, the same thing. I like Otto von Bismarck, the same thing. I like
Gandhi? No. Mahatma Gandhi.
Ataturk of Turkey.
Oh.
Well, Gandhi is known for his pacifism. That is his hallmark.
Given a chance, if you